Trauma. It's a word we hear often, but its true impact can be difficult to grasp. Trauma is not just a bad experience that happened in the past. It's not something we can simply forget or get over. Trauma leaves its mark on us, shaping our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors long after the event has passed. It can cast a long shadow, affecting our relationships, our health, and our overall well-being. We may try to move on, to bury the painful memories and pretend they no longer have power over us. But trauma has a way of resurfacing, often when we least expect it. A familiar scent, a certain sound, or a fleeting image can trigger a cascade of emotions, transporting us back to that moment of fear and helplessness. The experience of trauma is unique to each individual. What might seem like a minor event to one person can be deeply traumatizing to another. There is no hierarchy of trauma. Every person's experience is valid and deserves to be acknowledged and addressed. It is essential to understand that trauma is not a sign of weakness. It is a natural response to an overwhelming event. Our bodies and minds are wired for survival, and trauma is a testament to our innate capacity to endure. The lingering effects of trauma can manifest in various ways. Some people may experience flashbacks where they relive the traumatic event as if it were happening again. Others might have nightmares that disrupt their sleep and leave them feeling exhausted and on edge. Anxiety and depression are common companions of trauma, often making it difficult for individuals to find joy in activities they once loved. They may feel isolated, as if no one else can understand the depth of their pain. Physical symptoms can also arise, such as headaches, stomach issues, and chronic pain. The body remembers the trauma, and it can manifest in ways that are both surprising and debilitating. Seeking help is a crucial step in the healing process. Therapy, support groups, and talking to trusted friends or family members can provide a safe space to process the trauma and begin to heal. Healing from trauma is not a linear journey. There will be good days and bad days, moments of progress and setbacks. It's important to be patient with oneself and to recognize that healing takes time. Self-care practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and exercise can also play a significant role in managing the symptoms of trauma. These activities help to ground individuals in the present moment and provide a sense of control over their bodies and minds. It's also important to remember that it's okay to seek professional help. Therapists and counselors are trained to help individuals navigate the complexities of trauma and to develop coping strategies that work for them. Building a support network of understanding and compassionate individuals can make a world of difference. Knowing that one is not alone in their struggle can provide immense comfort and strength. Ultimately, healing from trauma is about reclaiming one's life and finding a new sense of normalcy. It's about recognizing the strength and resilience that lies within and using it to move forward. Our bodies and minds are wired for survival, and trauma is a testament to our innate capacity to endure. With time, support, and self-compassion, it is possible to heal and to find peace once again. Trauma is not merely a memory that haunts us. It is an experience etched into the very fabric of our being. It is a profound and often invisible wound that affects every aspect of our lives. Unlike a physical injury that heals with time, trauma can linger, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in ways we might not even realize. It is a silent companion that shapes our interactions with the world and with ourselves. It is stored, not just in our minds, but also in our bodies. Our muscles, our organs, and even our cells can hold on to the pain and fear of past experiences. This is why we might feel a knot in our stomach or a tightness in our chest when we are reminded of something traumatic. Our bodies remember what our minds might try to forget. When we experience a traumatic event, our nervous system goes into survival mode. This is an automatic response designed to protect us from harm. Our heart rate increases, our muscles tense, and our senses become heightened. We are ready to fight, flee, or freeze in response to the threat. The fight, flight, or freeze response kicks in, flooding our bodies with hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones prepare us to take immediate action, giving us the energy and focus we need to survive. However, this heightened state of alert is not meant to be sustained for long periods. These physiological changes are designed to help us survive in the face of danger. They are our body's way of ensuring that we can respond quickly and effectively to threats. But when the danger has passed, our bodies need to return to a state of calm and balance. But when the threat has passed, our bodies may struggle to return to a state of equilibrium. The stress response can become stuck in the on position, leaving us in a constant state of hypervigilance. This can make it difficult to relax, sleep, or feel at ease. The nervous system can remain on high alert, leaving us feeling anxious, agitated, and easily startled. Everyday noises or situations that would not normally bother us can trigger intense reactions. This heightened state of arousal can be exhausting and can interfere with our ability to function in daily life. Trauma disrupts our sense of safety and security in the world. It can make us feel as though we are constantly in danger, even when we are not. This can lead to behaviors aimed at protecting ourselves, such as avoiding certain places or people, or being overly cautious and vigilant. It can shatter our fundamental assumptions about ourselves and others, leaving us feeling vulnerable and alone. We may question our worth, our abilities, and our place in the world. This can lead to feelings of isolation and despair as we struggle to make sense of what has happened to us. We may struggle to trust others, form healthy relationships, or experience joy and connection. The impact of trauma can extend into our social lives, making it difficult to feel close to others, or to engage in activities that we once enjoyed. This can further deepen our sense of isolation and loneliness. The impact of trauma extends far beyond the initial event. It can affect our physical health, our mental well-being, and our overall quality of life. The effects can be long-lasting and pervasive, influencing every aspect of our existence. It can manifest in a wide range of physical, emotional, and behavioral symptoms. These might include chronic pain, fatigue, depression, anxiety, and self-destructive behaviors. Each person's response to trauma is unique, and the symptoms can vary widely. These symptoms are not signs of weakness or pathology, but rather the body's way of coping with overwhelming experiences. Understanding this can be the first step towards healing. By acknowledging the impact of trauma and seeking support, we can begin to reclaim our sense of safety and well-being. Trauma doesn't just leave emotional scars, it can physically alter the structure and function of our brains. When we experience a traumatic event, our brain undergoes a series of complex changes that can have long-lasting effects on our mental and emotional well-being. Studies have shown that trauma can lead to changes in the amygdala, hippocampus, and prefrontal cortex, areas of the brain responsible for processing emotions, memory, and executive function. These changes can affect how we respond to stress, how we remember events, and how we make decisions. The amygdala, our brain's fear center, becomes hyperactive in response to trauma. This heightened activity can make us more sensitive to potential threats, even in situations where there is no real danger. It's as if our brain is constantly on high alert, ready to react to any sign of trouble. This heightened sensitivity can lead to exaggerated fear responses, making us more likely to perceive threats even when we are safe. For example, a loud noise or a sudden movement might trigger an intense fear reaction, even if there is no actual threat present. The hippocampus, responsible for forming and retrieving memories, can be impaired by trauma, leading to fragmented memories and difficulty recalling specific details of the event. This can make it challenging for individuals to piece together what happened during the traumatic experience, often resulting in gaps or inconsistencies in their recollections. The prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain responsible for rational thought, planning, and decision-making, can also be negatively affected by trauma. This area of the brain helps us to think clearly, make plans, and control our impulses, but trauma can disrupt these functions. This can manifest as difficulty concentrating, making decisions, or controlling impulses. People who have experienced trauma might find it hard to focus on tasks, make choices, or resist the urge to act on their immediate impulses, which can affect their daily lives and relationships. Understanding how trauma affects the brain is crucial for developing effective treatment approaches. By recognizing the specific ways in which trauma alters brain function, therapists and medical professionals can tailor their interventions to address these changes and help individuals heal. By recognizing that trauma can lead to tangible changes in brain structure and function, we can move away from blaming individuals for their struggles and towards providing compassionate and effective care. This understanding fosters empathy and supports the development of therapies that can help individuals rebuild their lives after trauma. While trauma can leave indelible marks on the mind, it also manifests in our bodies. Even if our conscious mind tries to bury the memories, our bodies hold on to the experience, expressing it through a myriad of physical symptoms. Chronic pain, digestive issues, insomnia, fatigue, and weakened immunity are just a few ways trauma can manifest physically. These symptoms are not all in your head. They are very real, and can significantly impact an individual's quality of life. Often individuals suffering from these symptoms seek help from medical professionals, undergoing numerous tests and treatments. However, when the root cause of their suffering is unaddressed trauma, traditional medical interventions may provide limited relief. It's crucial to recognize the connection between trauma and physical health. By addressing the underlying trauma, we can begin to heal the body and alleviate the debilitating symptoms that